Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, really quickly, I just want to give a word of encouragement to some of you women that's out there. You've been dating the same man for a while. He won't ask you to marry him. He didn't gave you a shut up ring, and you saying, man, I really wish we could move forward in our relationship. I have given everything to this man and he won't marry me. Some of y'all women, y'all done walked a walk with a man who done did you completely wrong, and he still ain't marrying you. You didn't raise his kids, he still ain't marrying you. You done gave him a house, he still ain't marrying you. You done all this stuff and he still won't put a ring on your finger. Or he put a ring on your finger and he won't set a date. So what do I do? What do I do when he just will not marry me? I got one thing I'm gonna tell you. Stop playing house and stop playing his wife. Some of y'all women, he ain't trying to listen. Why should he buy the cow when the milk is overflowing for free? Come on now. Listen, would I buy gas if somebody was just giving it to me for free? And no, I don't need to buy it. You're giving it to me for free. And then some of y'all women, you're hurt because you got with a man and you gave him your everything, and this man turned around and married somebody else. And when you look back, and first of all, you see this woman and she got some confidence about herself and she placed some demands on him and she set boundaries in her life, and now he's marrying her. And you saying, I've given this man everything. Listen, y'all, I heard a woman here in Vegas. She was sick. She was crying so hard. She's supposed to be none. Her girls brought her down here because her baby's father, he broke up with her. And I guess the girls did like a girls trip to have her get over it. And I could hear this woman, we're sitting, and I just hearing a glimpse of her telling, her story or whatever. And I was just sitting there like, baby, you gave him too much. You gave him too much. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to say this, and this is kind of being transparent. I was that woman that would compromise because I needed to feel loved. And I defined myself and how my man defined me. I was good to him. I was good to my children. I was good to my community, my church. I was good to people. My problem is that I had a root of rejection so deep that it caused me to compromise. Some of you ladies are compromising, and it's unattractive. It's unattractive, and it causes the man who may have liked you and respected you when he first met you, but because you lowered your standards to try to get him to stay or coerce them into moving further and marrying y'all. Some of you women just nagging. The reason why you ain't doing it because you're nagging him. You can't make a man do what he just ain't gonna do. Some of y'all just stop nagging. The truth is, when it was time for me, when I start womaning up and I stop compromising and I start setting boundaries in my life, I got what I wanted. Number one, I ain't gonna lie. For the first 4 years, I was like, oh my God, we need to get married. Why? I was in ministry. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. Shacking up is wrong. Or even just having a boyfriend. I had times where I would slip and fall. I was just like, okay, God, you got to forgive me. But then a time came in my life where God showed up in my life, and it was me fighting death. And it was my gratitude to God for saving my life that made me, first of all, want to sell out to him. And when I start doing that, I start setting boundaries in my life. And the truth, I had begun to even then start womaning up. But that true jump came from me facing death. You only get to live one time. And when God gave me a second chance, I stopped doing all that daggone compromising. Well, that becomes attractive. When you set out, I was like, listen, boo, I can't do this with you no more. And I walked away. When we got back together, he said, you know what, I'm going to marry you. So he bought me a ring. And I just kind of felt it wasn't time. It wasn't time. You know why it wasn't time? Because I hadn't proven myself even to me yet. Not even to me yet. I needed to show him some more strength because we had been through too much. Then the ring came a second time. I said, you give this back to me when you think you're ready. In the meantime, I got to focus on me. So he came back with the ring a second time. I said, nah, you ain't ready yet. And when listen, y'all, I begin to grow leaps and bounds. I begin to heal. I set out to heal. When you hear me say heal on purpose, I begin to heal on purpose. I set out to heal. And my mind began to change about who I was. And boundaries were even setting it higher. I began to set higher boundaries. And I just totally quit compromising. Guess what, ladies? When he came again, can't get married. I stopped sleeping with, I can't sleep with you anymore. I've given you enough. I didn't play wife long enough. It is time for me to do me. You know, that became very attractive. When I asked my husband one day, I said, babe, what made you stick that out with me? I mean, he could have said no and went on. First of all, he loved me. And he said, I knew I was going to marry you the day I met you. I wasn't ready, but I knew I wanted to marry you. But you know what I did? I took my power back. It wasn't up to him anymore. It was up to me. I had gave him all that power. When the truth was, it was my choice. The Bible said, he that findeth the woman findeth a good thing. He that findeth the woman findeth a good thing. And because it's her choice, it's supposed to be her choice. You done proved yourself. Some of y'all want to marry somebody who ain't never even proved themselves to you. Now, my husband, I have to say, he was a great provider. And truth, my kids had their father. I didn't meet a daddy. My kids, my children's father, my ex-husband was an amazing father. Wouldn't trade him for the world for my kids. We just didn't work out. And my husband today was an amazing stepfather. One, because there were some things I didn't play when it came to my kids, and you being a provider and you showing them what a real man is supposed to be. And that is a provider. That's just me. Everybody's different. Some women believe they want to run their household. That's up to you. But in my house and in my life, those wasn't happening. So that wasn't his issue. But this man he was a hurting man. Listen, hurting people will attract hurting people. He was a hurting man and I was a hurting woman. And we both made some mistakes. But I needed to grow up. Some of y'all women need to grow up. And I'm telling that story to say some of y'all need to grow up. Fix what's ailing your heart. I say it all the time. And instead of begging somebody to marry you, you need to woman up. Woman up. Set some boundaries in your life and shut it down. Y'all sex, keep sleeping with a man, keep sleeping with a man, keep sleeping with a man. Why would he have to marry you? You've given him all. Some men, especially men who don't come from marriages, their parents wasn't married, and they don't cherish the thought of marriage. They don't even understand how to be married. And I'm going to tell y'all, I talk to a lot of men, and they say marriage just scares them. They scared they won't, mount up to the person they're supposed to be. So they won't. I've heard that. Matter of fact, I've heard men who've been with women for years say, I'm not going to marry her. No, they're not going to marry him. Like, oh, I'm not going to never marry him. They keep nagging me. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm almost out the door anyway. And the good side part is the women usually know that. We know it. We know when something ain't right. Because our women intuition is a powerful tool. I'm telling y'all. So why am I saying this today? I'm encouraging, listen, ladies, stop settling. Stop sleeping with them. You want somebody to marry you, quit giving them your cuckoo. Those are your treasures. Those are your precious. If some people, in today's world, it's like, that's not a big deal. Sorry, y'all, my ear is itching. It's not a big, it is a big deal. So anyway, y'all, listen really quickly. So I asked my husband, I said, babe, what made you decide to really get your act together? He said, because just like your book said, you womaned up. Oh, and then he said, you got saved for real. Meaning that I quit playing, I quit compromising. Listen, y'all, I love God. But every time he would act a fool, oh God, I just want you please. But no. I decided to really sell out. And I shut him down. And I drew closer to God. And when it came down to it, it was my choice to marry him. I didn't leave the choice up to him. He came back after me the right way. He settled in his heart what he needed to settle. I'm here to tell you right now, ladies, stop settling. Stop. If this ain't gonna work with this man, shut the door. Quit being scared to shut the door. Some of y'all women got a good man. Y'all just need to demand and put boundaries. Not demand they marry you. Not give them ultimatums. That don't work. I'm telling you, all that don't work. But to really woman up. Start setting some boundaries. Start setting some standards. And stop playing house. And I can almost guarantee you, he's going to do one or two things. He'll man up and marry you, or he'll walk away so that God can bring your king, your Boaz, into your life so that you can get what you deserve. Listen, ladies, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get notified when I do videos. And most of all, share my videos, because there's a woman out there who needs this advice. Listen, my book, Woman Up, Nice Girls Finish Last, will help you. It gives you the keys to live the life that you deserve, to help you set boundaries, to help you make peace with your past, to help you set your goals and do what it takes to live your dreams, and stop accepting mediocre. Stop settling so that you can have what it is you deserve. Thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful day.